Namaste, angels. This is a reading for the sign of Pisces for the end of November through the month of December. I'll be using these angel and animal tarot cards that are mixed together for the November spread, and then I'm going to use my Rider-Waite tarot cards for the December spread. I've been doing this for all the signs because I didn't get to put them all up in November. I started working on the election, and it just, I just didn't get back to it once I got called in. All right, so we're starting with the Six of Pentacles, gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, and receiving a loan or paying off debts. This is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck, and I really like this one in particular from this deck. Because I think it shows all of Venus's signs, at once. Obviously this is very clearly the scales of justice or balance. They represent Libra. You've got all the greenery in the back. It is a Pentacles card, so that is the Taurus. And then I like to attribute this like sort of scattered air that seems to be all over the place to Gemini. More importantly, though, this card is about unconditional love, and gifts from the universe as if they fell out of the sky, just that timely assistance and help right on time, right when you need it. Your paycheck has been held up, but your rent's due today. And finally, you've been waiting out for weeks. Finally, today is the day that it shows up in the mail, or that your boss says, oh, come on down and pick it up. We replaced it for you, or whatever the case is. I tell a story. Sometimes you're at a register and you need, a couple cents, $1, whatever. Look down, there it is on the floor. It could be something larger. You really want to go to school, can't afford your classes. Boom, financial aid when you didn't really necessarily expect it. So it's that sort of thing, this assistance. And then when it comes to relationships, it is mutual, like adoration, respect, love. It is reciprocity, equality, equity in a relationship. So, yeah, that's why it's one of my favorites. All right, so the card behind it is the Knight of Wands, which can be about the knights for me are about action. This and wands in general are about action and movement. Like their ruler in some case. Well, if their ruler is Mars, we have Leo, and we have Leo rather that's ruled by the sun. So that's like fiery and passionate and action oriented. And then we have Aries ruled by Mars, and so we have the red planet. So we have that, the planet of action and aggression. And then we have Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter, which is like the daddy of all of them. And, the planet of growth and expansion and, luck and karma. So that definitely speaks of movement. So that's why the wands represent that for me. But the Knight of Wands is often tied to work, and or travel, like travel for work. If you are waiting for some sort of decision, answer, tends to be good news that that you'd like to receive, what you want to hear. And of course, it can have to do with love too, making some sort of action toward, those things or people, or a special person about whom you are passionate. An opportunity arises, need your attention right away. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing that you can't handle if you follow your own inner guidance. And this card can also represent specifically one of those fire signs in your own life. So like I said, maybe waiting for an answer, some sort of decision from somebody. I guess it's possible that you have to make one too, because this is indicative perhaps of making a decision. You likely have several options or goals or dreams, and maybe you got to pick something that you want to focus on to achieve. It's time to stop procrastinating and to make a decision so that you can move forward with a priority. If you need to do more research, then do so, but don't overthink the situation. Listen to your heart. And the next card is in reverse. It is the Ace of Swords. So I'm going to take the ones that we looked at. I'm going to mix these up again. Doing it this way because again I have two tarot decks here mixed up, so there's over 100 cards here, and it's not very easy to shuffle them in the traditional way. they get pretty mixed up this way. Plus, I do shuffle them and mix them up before I start the video as well. All right, where does that leave us? With the Eight of Pentacles. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic and going back to school. So we started with the element of Pentacles as our overall energy. We are back to it. We progressed forward, right? We started with the 6 and now we are to the 8 with the 2 of Pentacles or Autumn in reverse immediately behind it, or, you know, upside down. This can be about a decision. So this may be saying that we've made a decision to put effort into someone or something that we care about. Okay, the we put some effort toward reaping what we've sown. We want to put the work, put the work in so that we can get the reward out. That's what this card is about. All right. So for all the spreads, you can look at them however you want from any kind of perspective. But I do this one specifically from a perspective of single or couple. So the first card will represent the singles or couples watching, and is the Ten of Swords. The end of a career path, project or relationship brings feelings of mixed joy and sadness, relief and disappointment. Put aside your fears about these changes and trust that a brighter future awaits. So this card shows up to say the worst is behind you, even if you've been through some sort of betrayal, disloyalty, infidelity, major surgery, codependency, addiction. Like, you're over the hump and the best is yet to come now. All the worst things are behind you. And it's the end of that difficult situation. Recent past. And since this reading goes through, or this spread goes through the end of November, the recent past can be prior to today, or, you know, it can be from the future, from now. You know, the end of the month is the 30th. Today is the 24th. So, you know, maybe something will occur on the 26th, and then when the 30th comes, that'll be the recent past. You know what I mean? Anyway, the recent past year card is Major Arcana card 13, release or death. It's time to release the past and to move on to something new. This ending is the first step on the way to a happier future. And that last day of the month, actually the 30th, we do experience a full moon in Gemini. And a full lunar eclipse. So there will be death to some things. Some things will be coming to a full and complete end, never to exist in the same way again. We'll talk about that some more in a separate Gemini full moon reading. But yes, this is happening for you with the energy of death. Near future. Major Arcana card 9, the Hermit. Take time for contemplation, to retreat and to go within. Be a beacon for others on their path to spiritual enlightenment. The Hermit most directly represents the sign of Virgo. I don't think I mentioned that death most directly represents the sign of Scorpio. This can be a card about you wanting to spend some time by yourself. You know, you need to think, basically. Or you feel guided, a move to think, to go, you know, to meditate maybe, to go within, to figure some things out about yourself, your wants, your desires, your needs. You know, get things in order. You need some sort of clarity, enlightenment. You're seeking it. You could have to do with spirituality too. You're looking into something. You want to read some books. You want to, you know, do some research. And or you're helping somebody else to become enlightened and to get clarity, informed. Masculine higher self. I do the masculine because my viewership is primarily feminine and or female, like 80%, at least the last time I looked. 9 of Cups, wonderful card. It's a card of wish fulfillment. So prayers being answered, wishes being granted, dreams coming true. Your wish comes true. Concerns fade away. You have a love of life. This is also like a yes card. If there's like a yes or no question, particularly in the area of love and relationship. Yes. Blocks the individual or shared progress. 6 of Wands, victory. Good news, it's on its way. Public recognition or awards. So I think maybe this is something that is delayed. You haven't gotten this recognition yet. You haven't had this win yet. It is a dream deferred at this point. And so you're awaiting that. You need that. And it may come as a result of this. Like whatever this is that's ending, maybe that's what warrants you to be recognized somehow. Maybe that's what the win is. if you conquered over, again, a codependent relationship and you got out of it, toxic relationship, if you conquered and you got your certificate, from NA or AA or GA, that you completed the program, that's you being successful, like deaf to that thing. And then this is you, again, maybe recovery, taking some time to yourself. And then this is you being recognized. What the feminine can do to help herself with regard to this challenge, difficulty, is the Knight of Wands. So this is the second Knight of Wands we're seeing tonight. Passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. So feminine guided to take some sort of action. If you want to have victory, you got to move first. You got to put the effort in. You got to do the work first, and then you'll reap what you've sown. You'll have the victory. The Knight of Wands may be connected, as I mentioned before, to an Aries, Leo, a Sagittarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Could also be tied specifically to work for somebody and or travel. Again, maybe relocating for a job. You got to take the action. Then you're going to get the recognition. You're going to get the promotion if you're willing to do that. That sort of thing. What the masculine can do to help himself, it is the Page of Cups. Intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. This is your energy too, as a Pisces, as well as that of Cancer and Scorpio. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Also, you have a heightened psychic ability. So it sits here next to the Hermit, which I said could be about spirituality and further awakening, maybe those heightened psychic abilities. That's why you need to spend some time to yourself. You're getting to understand that you've developed some sort of new awareness, new abilities, and coming into your own in that sense. Learning how to listen to those things, pay attention to those signs, synchronicities, and follow them. And or, it says a new person enters your life, maybe because in the recent past, one exited and there's an open door now, right? There was an ending. There's room for a new beginning now. That may be what's happening with you. What the universe would have either archetype or both together to also do. And the universe wants to help you with this thing too, but you have to allow it to. First affirm that you welcome that, because we have free will. So universe gives us some opportunities to do stuff of our own decision. We get to choose whether or not we want it. And then some stuff is karmic energy, and that's beyond our control. This is one of those things that you have a choice. So you have to let the universe know if you want it to help you. But if you do, it wants to help you with this. You need that extra boost. You need a little bit more energy. You're feeling down and out maybe, or exhausted, tired, worn, or you're sick of waiting. You're over delays and stuff like that. And this is the universe giving you whatever boost you need, like that timely assistance, more energy, more patience, combinations of those, whatever it is. You've worked hard, and what you've created is impressive and worthy of protecting. Annoying challenges will pop up, but don't worry, you'll get through them just as you have in the past. And lastly, the outcome. It is another Nine of Wands. Don't give up. Protect that which you created. Have courage and believe in yourself. So this is like a to be continued sort of story, and hopefully we'll get the ultimate answer in a moment when we do the spread for December. Just going to take these up. And again, we're starting with Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. And this is about anxiety, fear, being afraid to let go of something or someone that makes you feel secure, or that the idea of someone, something, someplace that makes you feel secure. You think you have to be with this person. You think you have to be in a particular place, for things to work in your life. You think you have to have certain stuff. And so you hold on to it, or the idea of it, and it's not making you happy to do so. Things aren't going anywhere. And look, this one is also about anxiety, the Nine of Swords in reverse. So there's something that you need to let go of. And also for me, with the Four of Pentacles, it tends to be something, again, let me shuffle these a little bit first. Look, Five of Pentacles also. Something, again, that is making you unhappy, even a person, place, or thing. Queen of Pentacles. You guys dealing with earth signs and or worried about money, having financial problems or concerns. That could be what's up with you. Queen of Pentacles, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. But you see, we've continued to progress. So like those two nines of wands that are giving you the extra boost, that's the universe. It's probably going to carry you through again to when you finally achieve this. You know, saying like, here, you're going to have enough to eat. You're going to have enough to pay your bills. You're going to have enough. You might not have all that you want yet, but we're going to take care of you, whatever that extra boost is that you need. And then this is also, you know, in the works and coming. And probably just what you have to let go of is the fear itself. Look, more pentacles. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. On its way. Delayed. Hand of God. I'm going to say like coming down from the sky. That's what this is now. Knight of Pentacles. Seriously. Maybe on that note, I will cut. I think we've seen them all. But yeah, I use the example usually like of a job or a relationship, you know, like a job that you really just don't like. You're not happy with the job, but you just only go there because you get a paycheck. That's the only reason. It's like, I can't stand these people. They can't stand me. I hate having to get up to go to this place and look in these people's face. I'm sure they don't like looking in mine, but I get a paycheck. Or same thing for relationships. Like, we can't stand each other, but he helps me pay the bills. She helps me pay the bills. We have kids together. We have a house together. Like, those are not reasons to be miserable. And there's ways out of even those situations. You know, you got more pentacles here. It's Major Arcana card 5, the Hierophant, which most directly represents the sign of Taurus. That is now your overall energy. Hierophant in reverse, in a general sense, about breaking with tradition, or the desire to, at least. This is also a card of spirituality. So maybe going through spiritual changes that you don't understand. It's above this 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So the good thing about the 5 of Pentacles in reverse is that you're coming out of this energy, and that may be how and why we ultimately ended up progressing with the deck that we just used to the 6 of Pentacles with which we started, and then the 8, right? And when we saw the Knight, we saw the Queen, we saw the Ace. So you're going to come out of this energy, especially if you're willing to take that leap of faith and go for it. Could have to do with love and relationship. Maybe getting out of something and or into something, being swept off your feet, moving towards something new. This is also a card that's potentially about spirituality. Or I'm going to pull 4 cards that are most directly, that are going for you over this month. The first one will most directly represent you over the course of this period, the month that the reading is, and it's more pentacles. It's the 10 of Pentacles. How awesome is that? Surrounding energy, close friends, family members, co-workers, maybe something happening at your workplace. Another 9 of Cups. Somebody could be getting married or engaged this month, or having a baby. Work and finance. I mean, somebody that's watching this, or somebody close to somebody that's watching this. Work and finance, 2 of Wands in reverse. And last but not least, love and relationship, Queen of Swords. Thankfully upright. I think everything's in there good. So let's start with, let's go back to the Hierophant in reverse first, your overall energy. So this card, as I mentioned, it's about breaking with tradition. And in that vein, it can also be about like other people don't get where you're coming from. They don't get you. You know, it's like you're the only one that's seeing things from a particular perspective or thinking about it in a particular way. Everybody else is doing it the same way, the traditional way, standard, typical, and then you're sort of out of the box and people are like, what's up with that? You know? But it's not always necessary that the people around you agree with your life, your lifestyle choices, your decisions. Because I do think it's tied to the decisions that we saw in the beginning, and like the Seven of Cups and stuff like that, the Two of Pentacles. So you have the right to do your own thing. You don't have to, be in agreement with everybody else. Did we look at? I forgot already if we looked at what was underneath it. Oh yeah, we did. It was the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, you're ready to. Things are on the up for you in terms of if it was a financial issue, and if it was just about you feeling alone, isolated, like you didn't have anyone to lean on, then this is probably why, right? You just feel like nobody gets me, and that's true. That's what you're dealing with right now. Nobody gets you with this Hierophant. But what does that mean? Like who and who cares? Do you? If you do, maybe that's a reason why you need to be the hermit for a moment, to realize that you can be in your own corner and your own, cheerleader and do things the way, again, you want to do them, live your life the way you want to, make lifestyle choices that you feel are appropriate for you and make you happy. Letting go of those things that don't, even if that means whole belief systems. I'm not going to church anymore, changing my entire ideology in this regard. That's fine. And it may piss some people off depending upon your family, but they'll be all right eventually. So moving on to the card that most directly is going to represent you over the course of the month. Again, it's a beautiful card, the Ten of Pentacles, and it says that you have so much to be thankful for. Basically any and every aspect. It could be health, your job, finances, your family, kids, mate, spouse, relationships with other people, friends, parents. For the most part, everything going well. And, you should just make the best of it. Enjoy your life. Again, it may require you to walk away from some people or do some things in a way that somebody doesn't agree with. But who cares if the result is you feeling like this? Now, also with these two cards, especially sitting next to each other, could definitely be about, as I mentioned, somebody having a baby or getting engaged, getting married, just feeling completely secure and, settled down, so to speak, stable, and, probably family oriented with that Ten of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups, as I mentioned, is a super positive omen. Also, basically in any and every area of your life. I think yours is the best reading so far out of the ones that I've done in terms of positivity. They've all been positive, but right out of the gate, the first two cards, the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, and that's your second Nine of Cups. Yeah, you're doing all right. Again, this is prayers being answered, wishes being granted, dreams coming true, a yes, an answer to a yes or no question. And again, in any and every area of your life, that thing that you've been wanting or hoping for, dreaming about, praying for, is likely to come into your life if it's at all, realistic and something that, could possibly come into your life. It's very possible. And not only possible, likely, again, that it will. So moving on to work and finance and the Two of Wands. Again, things should be going well in your work too. And you may really be pleasantly surprised by some sort of new policies or procedures or practices at work, or maybe it's your own company, so you're getting to do things again your way, or an opportunity to be the boss, to run things, maybe again a promotion that comes after you taking action, like we saw in the last spread with the Knight of Wands. That may be what's happening. And so now this is like the time where you just enjoy. And it could definitely be a new job offer too, like completely. If somebody's looking for a job, or even if you have one already, but again, there's an opportunity for you to move and travel in your career path, then that could very well be, especially if that's something, again, you've been praying for, hoping for, wishing for, trying to manifest into your life. If you move on, be careful with this card not to burn any bridges. I guess in general, for the most part, we should always try not to burn any bridges. But sometimes you have such an experience that you really don't care. And it's just like, I'm never going to see you people again, so you can go fly a kite. But this is not one of those times. Specifically talking about finances, not necessarily tied to work. you could come into some sort of like small winnings, lottery, gambling, um, like maybe, well, schools and stuff are closed in a lot of places, but I'll still use this as an example. Like the raffle, so you win $100 if you, get inside the donation, or you win something that maybe they bought. So they're collecting money for the, I don't know, the 8th grade, and they sell these tickets, and you win an iPad. You win whatever. It can be something like that too. So it's not money necessarily, but something of value that you would like to have. Also, there's a likelihood of an increase coming from earnings, like money that you've earned. So again, that you put in the work, the 8 of Pentacles that we saw, this, reaping what you've sown, all the Pentacles that we saw, this, yes, you manifested, and this is the result of it. The 6 of Wands, right? Finally having that win. So moving into your final card, the Queen of Swords as it relates to love. Queen of Swords is super, super intuitive and smart, right? She's wise. She may even be like street smart and like intellectual, in terms of that kind of smart. She's common sense, like everything. And when she shows up in the tarot, in a spread, it tends to mean that you are following your instincts well. When you get, inclinations, you are listening to your body, to the signs, the synchronicities around you, and it is serving you so well to do so. Maybe that's how you got to be so successful, because you had these feelings, or you saw signs, you saw the writing on the wall, paid attention, you went with it, and it worked in your favor. But so she's awesome. Okay, and she may actually be, if this isn't representing your own energy, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes that is significant to you. Some of you perhaps are Cuspian, right? You're an Aquarius, Pisces. This is another one of these cards that could be about literally being like swept off your feet, or almost literally. Just talking about something really, really magical as it relates to love, particularly for singles. And if you're already committed, it can be about getting into a deeper commitment. There's only one negative with the Queen of Swords, and it's really not when she's upright. I mean, when she's upright, there are really no negatives as it relates to love. But when she's in reverse, I don't know. I just feel the need to mention that too, is that she's like pushing the relationship too hard or too fast, and when we do that, we can push people away. So my only advice would be, not to flip your Queen of Swords upside down. But other than that, you guys look to be in for a wonderful month. So enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the reading as well. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that. If you've subscribed, please hit both the subscribe button and the bell button. I do appreciate it. Namaste.